Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Produce Buzzers podcast. We are so happy you have joined us today, and I think you will be too after the show is over, because you will learn a lot about fresh fruits and vegetables, how to select and store them, how to prepare and cook them, and surprising facts about their history and origin. We hope it inspires you to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, not only for your health, but also for your delight and pleasure as you explore their amazing world of taste and delicious flavors. Eating more of them will transform your life in so many positive ways. So settle back, relax, and get ready for another delicious adventure with the Produce Buzzers. Greetings and welcome to another delicious episode of the Produce Buzzers podcast. I'm Edwin Stepp, your host and executive editor of Produce Buzz. I'm joined once again by Teresa Nolan, the founder and president of Produce Buzz, along with Rick Stepp and Cynthia Benedetto, both contributing editors to Produce Buzz. Now, Produce Buzzers podcast fans, we have a really interesting show today, a little bit divergent from what we normally do, but it is still right in the center of fresh fruits and vegetables. Let's be honest, salads don't get nearly enough credit because when they're done right, they're not just a side dish, they're the star of the table. Crisp greens, fresh vegetables, maybe a little fruit, a little crunch, and then comes the game changer, the dressing. Today, we're diving into the world of premium refrigerated salad dressings with a brand that's been elevating salads for decades, Marie's Salad Dressings. Unlike shelf-stable dressings, Marie's has built its reputation on fresh, high-quality ingredients and rich restaurant-style flavor that turns everyday greens into something special. Joining us today is Laura Radigan, Senior Director of Marketing for Marie's, who's here to give us a behind-the-scenes look at what makes Marie's stand out, how consumer tastes are evolving, and why dressing might just be the most important decision you make when building a salad. So whether you're a ranch loyalist, a blue cheese believer, or someone looking to upgrade your salad game, this episode is for you. So stay tuned. Welcome to the show, Laura. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we've been wanting to have you on. We see you at the produce conventions, and that's where you belong because you're in the produce department for a good reason, and you're going to explain that to us and help our listeners understand that as we get into the show. And we're going to dive into the story of the delicious array of Marie's salad dressings. But first, we want to know more about you. What is your background? How did you come to work for Marie's?
Yeah. So overall, I have about 16 years of marketing management experience and really love driving innovative and growth-driven brands. I'm really a passionate storyteller and loves to identify little insights that can lead to opportunities for brands and for retailers as well. So,
16 years? Wait a minute. Did you start when you were in kindergarten?
I'd like to say yes. I'd like to say yes. But yeah, I started really getting interested in marketing in my undergraduate degree at DePaul. So I'm a born and raised Chicagoland. I won't say Chicagoan because people get really mad if you say you're from the suburbs. But from Chicago area and have stayed here. And when I went to DePaul for my undergrad degree, I did an honors marketing program. And through that, they introduced the idea of brand management and what it really means to run a brand and understand your consumer and drive innovation. And it clicked for me. So I knew from undergrad that this was the career path that I wanted. And then I did a short stint in sales because I'll date myself here. It was 2009. It wasn't the best job market. And then went back to DePaul again for my MBA. And throughout that time, I worked on various brands, mostly actually outside of food. So I've found my way to food more recently, and that's through the Brynwood portfolio. It's a private equity firm that owns various consumer goods companies.
Okay.
And I started in the pizza world in
Pizza World.
2024. Yeah. And
And people
goes
from
great with
Chicago
salad.
know people from Chicago know what great pizza is, so you
That
have
is
an
true.
advantage.
That is true. And then, yeah, and then I had the opportunity to move over to this company, which is West Madison Foods.
Hmm.
And it was created through the acquisition of the Marie's brand and also the license of Dean's Dairy Dips, which is also a refrigerated item.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and yeah, that's all
That's
I
sold in the produce department as well, Dean's.
sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes it's in produce, sometimes it's near like
dairy. Oh, you,
Sunstream.
yeah.
Yeah.
But always
Um,
refrigerated, it sounds like.
it
Either
is. It
dairy or
is.
produce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
Really
neat.
helps deliver on that freshness and value. So,
Right, right.
yeah.
Well, you've teased a little bit about Marie's, the company that owns them. For our listeners who may not know the brand as well, I know they see it. Nobody could go into a grocery store anywhere in the country and not see Marie's dressings on the shelf or in the produce refrigerated section. But they may not. They probably haven't ever looked into it deeply, or most of them. So give us a little background behind Marie's and how it got started from its beginnings.
Yeah. So Marie Nordquist actually started a cafe in Seattle in about 1959.
Hmm.
And one day her head chef pulled her aside and said, I want you to try this dressing. And it happened to be a blue cheese dressing, and she approved it. It showed up on the menu, and then they had people waiting in line to come and eat at their cafe. And then years later, they decided that they could continue to capitalize on such a great product, and they went into the retail world in glass bottles, really kind of starting in the Seattle area and then growing out from there.
Hmm.
Um, the brand was originally owned by Ventura Foods, and then the Brynwood partners acquired it when we created West
But
Madison.
so it started in a glass bottle. That mean it was shelf stable and in the grocery aisle?
It's
No.
always been refrigerated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Got it.
always been refrigerated.
Yeah.
If I recall, that was the first refrigerated dressing, Marie's. That's what I remembered, but maybe
It's
I'm.
one of them. There's what's interesting is a lot of the brands that are even still known today in the refrigerated aisle is that they started as restaurants first.
Right.
So a lot of the kind of favorite restaurants where you might go and get the most delicious salad dressing then really kind of realized, oh, there's an opportunity to bottle this and sell it at the grocery store as well, so people can enjoy it at home. So Marie's isn't unique in that, but it is definitely one of the first that realized there's opportunity to bring this into people's homes.
Yeah. Got it. Well, since Rick raised the refrigeration, or we were talking about that, wondering if it had always been that way.
Mhm.
Uh, Tell us why it has to be refrigerated. Let's.
Yeah, we have far less and actually no preservatives in
Oh,
the product itself. So when you compare a refrigerated salad dressing versus a shelf stable, we just don't add as much to preserve it and to create that super long shelf life, even
right.
after opening it. So you should notice that it's a much fresher tasting, and more flavorful experience as a
Right.
dressing.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, I know that by experimentation.
Yeah, good.
It does taste much fresher on the ingredients. When you look at the ingredients, there's quite a few less ingredients than the
Hmm.
other brands in the store.
Yeah.
So, well, what sets it apart from other dressings, either in the grocery aisle or in the produce section?
Yeah. So I would say that, Marie's is most well known for blue cheese, which is really where the heritage started. And
Hmm.
it's known for creaminess, for creating a more indulgent experience, and above all, superior flavor.
Yeah,
So I think whether it's refrigerated, other brands, or shelf stable, flavor is the number one thing that we're always talking about here and making sure that all of our products deliver on flavor first.
right.
Um, I think I kind of heard an analogy where the dressing is almost like the frosting on a cupcake. So it's like your reward for having a salad.
Right.
And Marie's definitely delivers on that experience.
Yes, definitely, definitely. We've joked about it here several times. I think Rick was the first one to come up with this idea, but we joke about it being salad. Salad is a delivery system for Marie's
Oh,
dressings. That's,
yes,
you know, we
I
have to eat the
agree.
salad to stay healthy, but we would just be happy just drinking the dressing, I
I
think.
know. I know.
But we need a good delivery system for it.
Yes, agreed,
They
agreed.
do work well together. I don't think I could actually just eat salad dressing by itself.
When we do tastings of new flavors, we
Oh,
we do taste it alone, and then we
yeah,
taste it on different vegetables and things that
right.
we think people will use it with. So I've probably had more spoonfuls of just dressing than ever in my life.
You
Well,
can
how many?
substitute
Oh, go
mayonnaise.
ahead. Go ahead, Rick. Sorry.
You can substitute it for mayonnaise if you're in a pinch.
There's a lot of ways to use it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, so many different ways, and
You
we're
know,
going to get into that. I'm
Edwin
sure you.
mentioned the delivery system that comes from. I worked for 7 years. I worked with the California Iceberg Lettuce Commission, and we even did some Marie's dressings promotions in conjunction with iceberg lettuce from California. And people who complained about lettuce didn't really have any nutritional value, we would point out to them that lettuce is a delivery system for other vegetables that do have
Mhm.
nutritional value.
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. Two
Yeah.
two delivery systems in that salad.
Yeah. And you get that delicious crunch with iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. And it's not true that iceberg is, no nutritional value. I think, Rick, you had to battle that
Well,
when you were promoting it, but
back in the 80s, that was a big thing that people were discovering that iceberg lettuce didn't have as much nutrition as leaf lettuce.
Mhm.
Now it's just kind of a common knowledge, I think.
yeah.
Spinach, leaf lettuce. And before that, nobody cared.
Yeah. I know, but you can't have a delicious steakhouse wedge salad without an iceberg.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's not my favorite. I tell you, it's hard to beat.
It
Hard to
is.
beat. Maybe not as good for you as some others, but oh man.
All right. You're still getting
That's,
some greens in there.
yeah. Okay, you've mentioned the blue cheese, which is the signature flavor. What other flavors do you have, or flavors? I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the right word. What other?
Yeah. So ranch is another one of our most popular flavors.
Mhm.
And then coleslaw actually as
Oh
well.
yes, I've bought that. That is great. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really popular one with Marie's.
yeah,
So that's one that I would say those are some of the top three when it comes to it. But I think it's really because that Marie's is known for that creaminess. If you look across, a blue cheese, a ranch, a coleslaw, they're all creamy based dressings and that you want to be flavorful.
right, right. Huh. That's funny.
Caesar is another one that
Caesar. Yeah.
has really picked up steam as of late too. But those are really the top four,
Mhm.
and those are really the standouts of the portfolio and known for their creamy texture and delicious flavor. But we do have a long list of different SKUs. We, have plant-based dressings. We
Right.
have vinaigrettes that are delicious.
Yeah.
Um, the depth of the portfolio is there. It's just that those four are the real heavy hitters.
Right, right. And that's what most people, a lot of people are not that adventurous. They just want to stick to
Hmm.
what they know. I like to try different things, but it's
Yeah,
it's
there's
tough.
nothing like ranch. Oh my
Right?
gosh.
I
With
know.
some croutons and like whatever else you put in it. Anything tastes good, but you can put an old shoe with ranch dressing.
We used to, growing up, we'd put it on baked potatoes and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, Midwestern girl here, but we really will put ranch on everything. And I think that's what's interesting about the blue cheese and the Caesar as well. They're very versatile flavors and not just for topping a salad, but for dipping vegetables, sandwiches, putting on a burger. So I think the use case increases with those flavors, and that's why we really see the most sales there.
Yeah. Buffalo wings, that's one of my
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
guilty pleasures. And I prefer blue cheese with the buffalo wings, but ranch will do. It's good. Not as good, but it's good.
Yeah.
You've got these heavy hitters, four that you mentioned. Though, do you constantly look to develop new flavors, or is it pretty much, let's just stick to what we know and do it better than
Yeah.
anybody else?
Yeah, that is first and foremost. Our priority is making sure that we're delivering on the promise of the brand with those core flavors. But we are always looking at new flavors and innovation, whether that's something that our R&D team finds by way of discussing with our suppliers what new flavor trends there might be from a raw ingredient standpoint, or our category manager seeing trends even outside of produce in the refrigerated salad dressing aisle where flavors are
Hmm.
really starting to pop. So we are always developing something new. I think within the produce section, there's limited space because it's refrigerated. It's not like shelf stable that can be anywhere in the
Right,
store.
right.
So a lot of times you're talking about trade-off of one flavor for another, which when you have that core group of flavors in there, then it's great to play around with a few others, but you want to maintain what people are really looking for.
Yeah, and I assume that the produce aisle is more limited in their space that they offer for that.
Correct.
And so,
But but excuse me. I think that you guys being in the refrigerated section of the produce industry is prime spot,
Hmm.
because I think that if you when I go down the grocery store aisles, like, and like whether it's like barbecues, like, and I think the condiment aisle's the worst, because you would just get lost in a sea of Marie's, in a sea of, Hidden Valley, and like
Hmm.
it just like is overwhelming. Whereas you have just such an edited spot right there. I'm
Hmm.
here. I'm here. Oh, when you pick up the romaine, here, just pick up a bottle of this. It's right there. Boom, you can do it. So
Yeah.
the women who are sending their husbands to the grocery store, they can say you're going to get 100% of the salad dressing sales, because the men don't want to go like, oh my God, what
Go to another
aisle?
aisle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
oh,
that's
new
super.
marketing strategy for you,
Yeah,
Laura.
exactly,
Yeah.
I'm
exactly.
sure you've plumbed that in every which way in your career.
Yeah,
So,
we talk a lot about, how, approximately 90% of shoppers will go into the grocery store with a fresh item on their list. So 90% of shoppers are coming through produce, whether they're just grabbing one or two things or they have a long list. We have the ability to capture them and make sure that we're drawing them into these delicious salad dressings. So
hmm.
that is definitely something that we talk a lot about here.
I'm old enough to remember the resistance that produce departments gave to refrigerated dressings
Mhm.
when it was first. And of course, I was in the Southeast United States. I don't know if it was that way in other areas, but a lot of the grocery chains just resisted putting salad dressing in the produce department. And now it's just expected. You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting spot in the store, and I think an advantage for those that are looking for something, fresh and delicious. We are seeing, that between the slightly higher cost than the shelf stable, which again, goes to the fact of it has a shorter shelf life. There's less preservatives, more fresh ingredients that are used. Um, we are seeing some consumers start to fall off and move more towards shelf stable because of the price.
Hmm.
And also, I think salads and produce in general has been affected a bit by GLP-1 usage. So we're seeing some
Oh,
declines due to that as well. But I think what's really exciting and interesting is that we also see consumers stretching their dollar by using dressings in many different ways as sauces, as dips, as spreads on their sandwiches. So I think there's a
Mm.
lot more to come when we talk about our future innovation and how we can help make sure we're providing value to the consumer. So it's an exciting time.
Yeah.
So what is it? And I'm so embarrassed. I don't know any prices in the grocery store. I might know a half a dozen, like my butter, that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. But so what are Marie's dressings? What's the price point?
Yeah, it depends by retailer. So I don't have like a specific answer for that. But we do see, that we're at a premium to shelf stable regardless. And I think it goes to the fact that it's in a harder to merchandise space and it's a smaller space as well. Um,
And if I buy it and pop it tonight and begin using it, how long can I keep it in the refrigerator?
Several weeks. There's nothing that will, harm you if you keep it for quite a while. There's nothing that will harm you. It just the flavor will deteriorate over time. So, because we don't have those preservatives in
Oh,
there.
okay.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, like in the
And
Caesar dressing, does it contain eggs?
Some of our dressings do, yes.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't all the creamy ones?
Not all of them.
yeah, I wondered if he was asking about the Caesar, if it can. What I wanted is to have anchovies. Probably
Yeah.
not, because so many people don't like the anchovies in the
Yeah.
Myself, yeah.
Caesar.
We try to stay away from most major allergens as well, so
Yeah,
that we don't introduce that into the manufacturing facility.
right.
So
I
I'm
love a
not,
Caesar salad with anchovies. Most people, I think most people do not, but
they're kind of trendy now,
oh, okay,
anchovies.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I think, well, what you can do is add them. I have done that before with your dressing, actually,
Yeah.
Caesar dressing, and add the anchovies after on
Yeah,
that.
Oh, okay.
exactly. Add a
Uh,
little extra punch for
but I don't
sure.
always have them in the pantries sometimes.
Mhm.
But a great Caesar salad has to have anchovies, in my opinion. Cynthia's making a face. I think she
No, yeah, I would squash a bunch of capers and go, hey, close enough,
Ooh,
Edwin. Here,
yum.
capers are
throw that
good.
in there. You're fine.
I don't think capers were in the original Caesar salad, though.
No, but I don't like anchovies, and that's the only thing I have found that I could serve to you that you'd go, oh, this isn't bad, and then you wouldn't know that it was like devoid of
Right.
anchovies.
Yeah.
We use an anchovy paste in our Caesar salad. It adds
Ugh.
the flavor.
Do you mix it with the dressing?
I'd have to ask my wife. I can't remember. I just know that every time she has a very, very good Caesar salad recipe, and every time we have it, I have to go to when I go to the store, I have to get anchovy paste. And that takes me like an hour to find it.
Yeah.
Whatever that would be.
Well, let's talk a little bit about how dressings help people's health by getting them to eat more salads or other foods that are really good for them. What do you have some data on this, or what would you say about that?
Yeah, so it's not, super specific to that, but our research does show that the top reason why a consumer might purchase more refrigerated salad dressing is to eat more fresh foods. So I do think that inherently it makes sense if you're buying more refrigerated salad dressing, you're probably buying more salads, vegetables, things you want to put on them.
Right.
Um, I think we see an opportunity to even move beyond that and how refrigerated dressings and sauces and things like that can really help to deliver a better flavor and a better value to the consumer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say it is tied, and it's definitely a good way to kind of push people into the area.
Right. Okay, let's talk about this. You alluded to it a little earlier. You're finding ways to use them other than just a salad. So, what are some of the more innovative, interesting ways that you're promoting using your
Yeah.
dressings?
Yeah. So in any recipe, right, you can really look at any of our dressings as something to cook with or to top with after. So, of course, your traditional marinades, things like that,
All
or
right.
even in a saute pan, a stir fry, you can add dressings into that to really
Yeah.
amp up the flavor. And then, of course, as a topping, like a salad or a bowl. But really, as a dipping sauce too. I mean, we see so many people dipping into ranch, and our ranch is so delicious that we're seeing
Hmm.
a lot of people love it for dipping, whether it's vegetables or a wrap or what have you. So it's almost becoming more of a sauce, if so to speak, than just a dressing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, I've used it in a lot of different ways that are unconventional. So dipping whatever in them,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, for sure.
I won't go
We do
into it
it in
because
my
I'll gross
household.
Cynthia out. She gets grossed out
Oh,
easily.
like
So
what? All your seeds are
no, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
so weird.
We see,
Yeah,
I mean, ranch dressing in particular in our house is a full food group for my almost 4-year-old.
that's great.
She likes to
Yeah,
dip things in it and then just eat the ranch.
yeah, yeah. I haven't put it on ice cream yet, Cynthia, but it was a time when I
Yeah,
went to a
okay, there
Mexican
you
restaurant. I was joking around with my daughters. They brought some ice cream to them and they didn't eat it. So I pulled it over and I took the salsa and I poured it over to kind of just joke with them and gross them out. Then I ate it. It was actually pretty good. So
Maybe that sweet spicy combo that's really popular right now. We
it worked. I
see,
mean,
I mean, people have
yeah.
coined the term spicy, but it's like
Oh,
sweet spicy.
spicy. I
So you were
like
just
that.
ahead of the game.
Yeah. Speedy. No, that doesn't work. Spicy's better. Yeah, no, I don't actually. I've never done it again. I haven't ever put and I don't think I'd put salad dressing on ice cream, although I don't know, I might try it. That
Yeah,
vinaigrette might go really well with
yeah, it's true.
Put some anchovies in there too. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
there you go. Your love for anchovies can extend it to ice cream too.
it. Okay, now even I'm getting queasy, so let's get off of that. Okay. So do you do some promotions with fresh produce people? Like Rick
Yeah,
said, they did some with iceberg lettuce years ago. Tell us about some of those, and maybe some that are coming up that we can look for.
yeah. Right now, there's none on my radar. I think we would love to partner more at the grocery level with produce, and are always open to entertaining those discussions.
I don't see very many demos anymore, in at least the stores I
I agree.
shop
Yeah.
in. Are you doing demos? Do you do demos? Is that a part of your ongoing?
Yeah, we
Hmm.
definitely do. We recently had we launched Marie's in a small cup format. So
Oh,
we have a line now that can put them into 1.5 ounce and 3 ounce cups. And we launched at Sam's Club and we did
hmm.
demo and sample the product there. We are also attending several wing fests coming up here soon.
Oh, Wing
Yes.
Fest. Am I invited? Oh,
I know you should definitely
Wing
go.
Fest. I've never
Um,
been to one.
yeah, yeah, they're great to really, show beyond produce too, how you can use our dressings. And then we're doing a bit of a Midwestern food centric sampling program where we're stopping at different um, county fairs or food shows and sampling blue cheese and ranch in those small cup formats as well. So we're really excited. That's just kicking off next month.
Yeah. County
So the
fairs.
small
Now
cup.
there's a place you can get
Yeah.
some weird things. So I don't know, like those deep fried Snickers bars, dip it in Marie's. What do you
Dip it in
think?
ranch.
Yeah, I want to go to the Wing Fest. You got to send me the list of those.
Yeah, this weekend is the Maryland Wing
Oh,
Fest, and then we attend the Buffalo Wing Fest as well in New
is that
York.
actually in Buffalo where
Yes,
they
yeah,
started? Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
So is
yeah.
that the equivalent of like a chili cook-off that you just go and you're sampling everyone's wares?
Yeah, I don't, that's a good question. I don't know if it's individuals bringing wings in, but there's wing eating contests and there's a lot of sponsors that, bring sauces and wings to the front. There is at Buffalo Wing Fest a bobbing for wings in Marie's
Oh
salad dressing.
God.
Are they floating in Marie's salad dressing? Is that
That's what
really?
she just
That's it?
said. Yes. Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
God.
So that
I
gets
love it.
messy and fun.
Wait, where is that happening?
That's in Buffalo at the Buffalo Wing Fest.
When is that to happen? Oh my God,
At
Edwin.
the end of
Oh
the summer,
my,
fall, yes.
I'd be so happy to see
Yeah.
you like put your
Uh,
submerge your head into
yeah.
the blue cheese.
Have you
Yeah,
been to the bar where they originated, the Anchor Bar
I
in
have not.
Buffalo? Are you going to go to the Wing Fest in
I
Buffalo?
hope so. I'll
Yeah.
love to go. Yeah, we have a whole team, so
Yeah.
I know some of our team members have gone before, and it's a
Right.
really fun event. I would personally love to go. Just selfishly,
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun.
Where they originated is called the Anchor Bar. I've been there a couple of times, and it happened one night. Her son came in with all his friends after they'd been out partying all night. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. and 2 a.m. and they were hungry, but she had closed the kitchen, but she had this big pan of these wings, and she brought those out and with some Tabasco sauce and I think maybe salad dressing. I don't know if that was in the original.
The
Uh,
wings were
movie.
already ready to eat.
Yeah, she had cooked them for another reason, and then they brought them
Oh,
out and they poured the Tabasco sauce on them, and the legend was born.
the, the
So,
rest is history.
I love that.
and their wings there are huge. I mean, they aren't these little tiny things you get in some restaurants. They are
Hmm.
big, and they're
Those are the good
double
ones.
fried. They have to be double fried.
Ooh,
Fry them
yum.
Now
once,
you're
drain them,
now I'm interested in that. Okay, drain them and then what?
refry them
D-
again, and
Deep,
it's like French
just pop them
fries. The
back in the
best.
oil, or do you have to put them back in uh, batter for the second go round?
I don't think you have to. I don't know. I don't know the full recipe, but like good French fries are double fried,
Hmm.
so it's kind of
And
the
no
same
one can ever
procedure.
get. Whenever I say, I'm like, I want them hollow, I want them crunchy, and like whenever you think they're done, put them back in, and 10 minutes later, go get them. Then
Right.
they'll be crispy enough for me.
Now, there's something I've done a lot is French fries in salad dressing. So
Yes,
that's pretty good.
absolutely.
It's better than ketchup, much better
Yeah.
than ketchup.
I agree. And you're talking about these double fried wings, and I'm just thinking about like the cool creaminess of a Marie's blue cheese and that
Yeah,
crunch and the spice all together. It's really
right.
such a fun eating
Yep.
experience.
Oh man, I'm hungry. I
I
think I'm gonna have to
know. I
hang
just
up
had
now. I
lunch.
gotta
I'm
go
ready for
eat.
another.
Now,
What
when you do the dipping for the wings, does everybody get their own bowl, or do you have to go into some container where everybody's sticking their face in?
Well,
At
once
the
Edwin
at
gets his
the
face,
demos and
once
events, it's always separated.
once
Okay.
Edwin gets his face out of the vat of dressing, bobbing for the chicken wing, we'll just have to go before him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You think I'm gonna follow
Okay.
you? Oh
I know what,
man.
yeah, like as if. So, the, the smaller packaging, are they aseptic? Do they still need refrigeration?
Yes, the smaller packs that we have still need refrigeration. It's really taking our recipe that we have. People mostly know us for the 12-ounce jar, but then putting it into a smaller cup format that's a little bit easier to take on the go. Throw in your work lunchbox or a school lunchbox. Put, into different veggie boards that are even being built sometimes in store in the back of the produce section. So they're quite versatile, but it is still refrigerated.
Yeah, very good. Well, what's your favorite way to use your dressings? And then I want to hear, I heard your boys, they like it. They dip something in it.
Yeah,
You didn't say exactly what they dip, but
yeah,
what's
yeah.
your favorite way to use them?
Yeah, so with my kids, my daughter is the younger one and my
Oh,
son's
I
the older
sorry. I
one.
thought
Oh,
you
that's
had two
okay.
boys. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, my son who's the older, it's a little pickier and it's harder to get him to even get excited about a dip. But if I give my daughter who is almost 4, she'll be 4 in a month, and I say, "Oh, you can dip it in ranch," then she gets really excited. And I just hope that, eventually she'll dip and actually bite what she's eating, but now she just dips and then licks the the ranch dressing
Yeah.
off. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's we're getting there. It's baby
Right.
steps, but she does really love to dip anything.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I really love our creamy Italian garlic.
Oh yeah, I've had that. That is
It's
good.
very
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
You can, I love a good Italian sub sandwich. So you can even
Mm.
take, all your ingredients, your lettuce, your tomato, maybe banana pepper, salami, ham, chop it all up and add the dressing to it, mix it all up, and then put it onto a toasted bun. It's
Right.
very
Oh man, I'm getting
good.
hungry. Now, you
Yeah,
are from
that's very
Chicago. That's
good.
another delicacy from Chicago, the Italian subs, I think.
Yes, yes. We
Or you
love
could just
our
pour it on the
pour it
subs.
right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, or dip it in, dunk it in. Um,
Ooh.
it's
Yeah.
really delicious. And
Yeah.
then I also love our Greek vinaigrette. It brings, feta to life through the dressing
Mm.
and just that like, vinegary, salty
Right. Is that creamy
creaminess.
or is it just oil vinegar based?
That's a vinaigrette. It's still a
Okay.
little creamier than,
Right.
some vinaigrettes you might see, and it's still
Yeah.
refrigerated. But it's a vinaigrette base.
I got to try that one because I do love a Greek salad. I make
Yeah,
those.
the green goddess we make is also very good and also great to use as like a marinade for chicken and things like that.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Excellent. Well, back to your son and daughter
Mhm.
licking it off instead of
Yes.
biting. That's the thing. We talked about it being the delivery, salad being
Yeah.
a delivery system, but your dressing is a gateway drug for vegetables. Gateway.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so
So
that's
she's going to bite that carrot and celery or whatever one day, and
yeah,
then she's going to start liking carrots.
I think so. I mean, you got to think she's getting some of the flavor there already, but
Yeah.
eventually she'll realize that she can eat the whole thing and it's not just a different type of spoon.
Right. That's good. Okay. Well, we probably need to let you go soon, but let me just open it up to you. What do you want our listeners to know about Marie's salad dressings that perhaps they don't know, or something surprising, or what's coming up for you in the future?
Yeah.
That's a broad. I realize that was a really broad question. You can narrow it however you wish, but what do you want them to know? Let's put it.
Yeah. I would say that if you're really looking for that indulgent, flavor forward experience to put on your vegetables or as a dipping sauce, then the refrigerated section and in produce is where you really need to be shopping
Yeah.
because it stands apart, especially if you try refrigerated dressing like Marie's versus a shelf stable. You taste the difference, and your guests, your family, they taste the
Hmm.
difference. So I really just want to make sure people know that we're there
Yeah.
and that they should try us out. Once you try us, you tend to come back for a reason.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I would really love for people to know.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely true. Somebody told me years ago, it was a nutritionist, I think, who said people are generally uh, more sensitive to taste and flavor or more sensitive to texture.
Mm,
And I think I'm more sensitive to texture. And your dressings versus the ones in the grocery aisle, there's a different texture. I mean, you kept
yeah.
talking about it being creamy, which some of the grocery stores can be creamy, not as creamy. But there's something else in a lot of those grocery store aisle dressings that's kind of, I don't know, I can't even describe it. It's kind of,
Not as viscous as Marie's.
yeah, I guess that's right. I don't know. I can't even tell you. But anyway, I want to emphasize if you've not bought Marie's in the produce section, you got to do it because you will notice the difference for
Yes.
sure. So that's great. Well, we're going to let you go, except there's something we didn't tell you about because I was afraid if I told you, you wouldn't come on.
Oh no.
But we make every guest go through a ritual before they sign off.
Okay.
And here's the bad part. This ritual is very painful, Laura.
Ooh.
So I didn't
I'm a
want
tough cookie. It's okay.
well, you got to be really tough for this, but here's the deal. Teresa loves puns,
Ooh.
and she brings a pun every time to the show to punish our guests with. And they're always really bad. That's the painful part. You got to sit through this painful pun. Now, what she does usually, she brings it, it's usually a question, and we try, she'll tell us a little story to lead it up, set it up, and then we try to guess what the punny answer is. And none of us know, only Teresa knows the answer, but you can participate and try to guess. And we call this segment, because it is so bad, we call this segment Homegrown. So you can already see it's already getting bad, and you can
I
see where
like
this is
it. I like it.
Okay, Teresa, do you have a homegrown for us today?
I do. I was going to go with that old classic, why did the tomato turn red?
All
Do
right.
you know that one? Yeah, because he saw
Yes,
the
I am.
salad dressing.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
that would have been
I
too
had
easy to
one.
guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I decided to go a little off course today, and there was a man who had some wonderful paintings, um, all different kinds, he had them stored in his barn, and he planned on selling them. And when he took them out, he noticed that the barn cats had damaged them. So he decided, I'm going to sell them anyway. And he took them to market and he put them out, labeled them and everything. And then he got in real bad trouble for, you know, kind of false advertising. So what do you think he was trying to do selling these paintings?
Okay, so this
Jeez. I'm
farmer,
like,
it's a,
I have no idea what the hell I'm guessing at.
okay,
Like,
give us time
I
to
got,
think through and come up with an answer. I was kind of repeat it just to try to sum it up. This farmer, somehow I think that's important in what this answer is. The paintings are in a barn. That might be a clue. And cats were damaging these paintings.
Makes me
They were
think they were
really nice
shredded.
paint. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
But it makes me think they might have been shredded by the claws of the cat.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they needed Marie's coleslaw dressing on the shredded.
There you go.
It's not quite working. You can see kind of how we have to think through these things.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
fun. I love this tradition.
he takes them to a market, maybe it's an art fair, and labels them, trying to get somebody to buy them. But he gets in trouble for false advertising. It must have something to do with the labels, I'm guessing. Any guesses? Rick, you're muted. Don't guess without unmuting. Rick is usually good at these, and Cynthia's pretty
Yeah.
good. I'm
Yeah,
terrible.
he's the best.
This one's really way out in left field. Is that the answer?
Ding, ding,
Okay.
ding.
I don't know. There's so many different aspects here that
I
I'm trying to
know, like
think.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
Cats,
guessing.
Can we get a
barn,
clue?
What?
farmer.
Yeah,
Can we get a
exactly.
clue?
Oh, shit. Anybody I'd call is already on the phone, so like on the call, so like I can't.
Phone
Phone a friend?
Yeah.
A
Cats,
lifeline, isn't it?
shredded
Yeah.
dressing. I don't know. It's got to have something to do with salad dressing, though. That's all I know. Somehow in there. Maybe not. She's shaking her head. Maybe not. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, do you have any idea?
I don't know. I
This is a
mean,
tough
yeah,
one.
my head went to something being shredded by the cats in the barn and
Yeah.
I know.
scratched
I
up.
know.
I don't
I'm still
know.
like, is the tomato blushing still? I don't know.
Okay, I
Well,
think we're gonna have to give in, Teresa.
yeah, this one had nothing to do with
Tap out.
salad
I tapped
dressing.
out.
Oh,
This
okay.
had nothing to do with salad dressing, but he was trying to pass them off. They were Impressionist paintings, and he was trying to pass them off as a Claude Monet.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good. I feel
He
like
was trying
I
to
should have
pass off
known that.
what?
The
Wait a minute, he
paintings.
was trying to pass the paintings. So he
Yeah.
had these,
I was getting
Painting.
there with the
but
scratching.
was
yeah,
the
You
that's
were.
right.
Claude
You were on the
Monet
right track,
relevant?
Laura.
You were
Claude.
very close, Laura.
Claude
Oh, Claude.
Monet.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a
All
good
How
right.
about them
Sorry.
Dodgers?
Okay. Sorry, Laura, to put you through that.
I
But
love it. I love it.
thank you so much for joining us. It was delightful and very informative. And I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I gotta go eat some wings, some salad, some French fries. What else?
Yes.
Sub sandwiches. Oh
Hey,
man.
hey, how do we find out about the dates on the Buffalo thing?
Yeah, it's called Buffalo Wing Fest. So it's
Oh,
the
okay. That's all.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's really a fun event, and yeah, we love being there and showing our product to consumers in a fun way.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you go for sure this time. No more punishment. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me and for reaching out. This was really
Yeah,
fun.
great. I hope we can have you back
Thank you.
sometime. Okay.
Love to.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Well, thank you, listeners, for tuning in to the Produce Buzzers podcast, brought to you by Produce Buzz, the gathering place for lovers of fresh fruits and veggies. We hope you were entertained a bit and educated a lot about fresh produce. Be sure to join us next time, and please tell your friends to do so as well. Like, share, and comment on our Produce Buzz Facebook page. And check out our website at www.producebuzz.com. There you will find articles about fresh fruits and veggies, how to select, store, and prepare them, as well as lots of interesting facts about all the wonderful bounty the earth provides for us. Until next time, be fruitful and don't forget to veg out.